the one I really look forward to as well, but I think it's best to wait till it's United vs Liverpool is tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think we can get stuff with tomorrow. Me and tomorrow, if you just put us in a room, we're gonna argue.
Yeah.
So
You're not just gonna argue about football. You're gonna argue about
anything.
Yeah.
We'll literally argue about anything.
Yeah.
We don't. Our opinions don't match on anything. Like literally anything. There's like 2 or 3 things that we agree on, and that's like that we're mates.
That's questionable sometimes.
Yo guys, it's episode 3 of the OverRHeads podcast. I'm Nikesh.
I'm Ash.
And today we're just going to jump straight into it with some icebreaker questions. What you got for me, Ash?
Who, what, why is a Nikesh?
It's a tough question, man, because realistically, there's only one of me. So I don't think there is really a right or wrong answer to that question because, so who? I'm me, bro. No one else is me. What was it? Who, what? Why is a Nikesh? And I don't want to say racist things here, so I better not say what I'm thinking. And why? Why? Was the last one why?
Why? Who?
Why am I a Nikesh? I'm a product of my environment, man. I was born and raised by these streets. so yeah, man. I don't really know how to answer that question because it's a horrible question. You put me on the you really put me on you put me under the gun there, and I've absolutely crumbled. So it's not gone well. This is a dreadful start. I've started like Wales. I started like Qatar. It's not gone well.
Fine, you're gonna get me back anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, man. You don't want to drop yourself in too much because I will throw you under the bus.
I'll get you in worse though. I'll always get you back worse, so it's fine. It's fine.
Alright, well,
it's fine then.
One the lash, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Far away at me, man.
Go on then. So this is a general one. Tell us a fast bit about yourself.
I'm an engineer.
Shit one.
Yeah, pretty shit one, to be fair. It took me forever to get through uni.
Yeah.
Failed a few years here and there.
Too many nights out drinking with me.
It's
probably my fault as well.
I'm gonna blame you.
Yeah, it probably actually is my fault.
So if my mum watches this, it's Ash's fault.
Yeah, I can take that.
Yeah, so it took me a while to get through it, but here we are. I build camera lenses for a living at the minute.
Yes, which is actually a really cool job.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to be fair.
It is.
Nitpicky, but I enjoy it. Apart from that, I've got busted ass knees.
What's that from?
Being rubbish at football. 2 ACL injuries. One's been repaired, one's in the process of being repaired.
You got fallen in the lake as well from the Euros final.
Yeah, let's not talk about that on camera because I'm not ready for that yet. That will be a whole
later,
episode.
That's a
whole
episode.
If England win the World Cup, I'll tell the story.
England better win the World Cup. England better win the World Cup.
I'll tell the story because this guy wants to chime in. Shut up, man. Every time I need to find a way to just get off me. How about that? Just get off me.
Ruining a damn episode. This guy. Who is this guy? Oh,
goddamn Steve Jobs, man.
Sort it out.
Right, go on. Keep firing.
It's a random one because this is one does not get talked enough. Favorite dinosaur. This needs to be asked more. I don't need to ask this more. Everyone's got
dinosaur.
One. Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but the ones that are like Sterling, when they have they can fly. Is it a velociraptor?
Fly.
Can they fly?
No.
Which one? They're like pointy nose.
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls, yes.
The bigger ones and the ones in the film.
Yeah, because if they can fly, they're a problem, I think. But I don't know if they're like herbivores.
No, they're called pterodactyls. They eat fish and stuff. So
yeah, because they're scary. Because
T-Rex
don't scare me. If there was a T-Rex walking down the street, I feel like I can outmaneuver it. Yeah, how long is it going to take that brother to turn around? And one wrong step, he's got no balance.
I can already see you turning and your legs snapping.
Yeah, but then at that point, just take me, innit? Just take me.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah. I've made too many mistakes, so it's time for me to go.
Yeah. Fair. Now this one, I know you got a lot of these. and I am the cause of this, hangover cures. What do you do after a night out? What's your cure?
My cure is to feel sorry for myself usually, but what I find works for me more often than not is a Red Bull or like some type of fizzy drink. So like but it can't be like a Pepsi Max. It has to be like a sugary drink and a fry up. Those two things will get me out of bed.
Yeah.
I try to sleep as much as I can, but I'm one of those people that once I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep. So that's always been a bit of a problem. And then just spending the rest of the day shaking and feeling sorry for myself.
Or eating Domino's, leftover pizza and stuff.
Yeah, and then but then it depends though. It depends. You know, like it's kind of long because you don't know this because you don't get hungover.
Which is a curse, which you always get pissed off about.
Yeah, it's so jarring, man. It's so jarring. Like, I hate going out with you because every time we go out, we will match on drinks. We'll drink the same amount. But in the morning, you'll be awake, fresh as a daisy. Let's go fucking bowling or something. Like, shut up, man. It's 10 o'clock. Like, go to sleep. Like, I'm not on that, man. But yeah, so fizzy drinks, fry up, rest as much as I can. I need to be laying down for as long as possible. Mostly because I don't think I can function otherwise. But I mean, the running joke we had for quite a long time was that I'd just go to work because I'd literally just counting down to
go
to
to work in 5 hours.
Yeah.
I've got work in 3 hours. It's like, yeah, I should probably go home.
Yeah, I should probably go home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be an alternative if you're looking for a hangover cure. Just go to work, man. Get someone to pay you.
Yeah. Spare time stuff.
What do I do on my spare time? I'm a bit of a FIFA connoisseur. I do like playing a bit of FIFA.
Yeah.
But to be fair, this year probably it's been my least amount of play time. Just because the game is not looked after very well this year. So it's been a bit, and I think the FIFA community in general will probably agree. It's really not been like EA just don't care. But it's because they've lost their FIFA licensing and all that stuff. So the next year's game hopefully will be a bit better. But a bit of gaming here and there. Apart from that, I'm a very happy like Zen person. So I like my own company. I'll literally just stick on like a Netflix, stick on an incense stick, like stick on a face mask or something. I'll just be chilling, and that's just me in my zone. And to be fair, that's more often than not. I obviously like try to work out as much as I can, which I know that sounds like an excuse, but I'm actually pretty good. Like I actually do go work out quite often, but not that you can tell. I mean, this Christmas jumper is very, very unflattering.
It's alright. Nice little
yeah, I mean
penguin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm a painting. Get it right.
Paint it.
Get it right, man.
I mean, mine's just Godzilla destroying a city with a Christmas hat
It's
on.
very Christmassy of you.
Today
is National Christmas Jumper Day.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, the day we're filming this, not the day it gets released, it's National Christmas Jumper Day.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why I've got mine on, because we had it at work, but...
Fair.
Come on, man. Quick fire.
Listen to this one. If you had to get a tattoo right now, what would it be? You had to get one right now.
It's not gonna be anything quirky, man. I'd probably get my sister's birthday like tattooed or something to myself, but it wouldn't be like I'm not getting Godzilla tattooed to my arse or something. Like it's not happening. I don't. As much as I love Liverpool as a football club and stuff, I'm not getting that tattooed to me. They don't pay me. I'm not getting that tattooed to me. And I can't really think of anything else. I don't think I've got the body for a sleeve. I feel like I'd have to like seriously work out before I could get a sleeve. I think like if I got a sleeve now, I think that's an absolute stinker. But yeah, not really my thing.
No, I think
something sentimental. Let's say
sentimental. Nothing like maybe a little rose or something like that. Nothing like that, no.
No, man.
No, too boring.
No. Or maybe like one thing that I've always wanted, but like this is like one of those classic like, can I get a job if I've got a tattoo kind of near my face? I've always wanted like a lightning bolt behind my ear.
Well, it's like right, yeah.
like one of those like phonetic ones as well, not like a proper line in bold. Like, do you know when it's like the outline of one?
Yeah.
But again, like it's not. I've always thought about like obviously going to uni and stuff like that. You go to all these career talks, all this shit. And they always just talk you out of doing shit. So don't get your nose pierced. Like don't eat flipping bacon or you know what I mean? You know, like, it's always like don't do this, don't do that. Like it's not like. But I think it's probably a bit more different now because I feel like a lot of workplaces are actually
They're
a
more
lot
chilled,
more
more calm now.
yeah, they're a lot more open to like people being themselves. So I don't think my current job I wouldn't have a real issue if I did have, even if I had a face tattoo, I think I'd probably still work there.
A lot of places are now calm because I think a lot of places generally now realise like tattoos does not affect your damn work.
No, if you're good at what you do, then it doesn't matter.
Whereas back in the day it was like, oh, you got a tattoo, you're terrible.
It's the presentability thing of it though, isn't it? Because I feel like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll still get a job, but if I then progress through the ranks, how many CEOs do you know have a face tattoo? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's when you get into that.
Or even tattoos in general, because you don't. When you look at CEOs, do you actually ever see? I don't think I've ever seen a tattoo.
I saw a random statistic here for you, but like I think it's something like 93% or something. I might be butchering that stat, but it's in the 90% of CEOs are 6 foot plus white males. And then when you think about that, facts like and that's so bad because I mean like is that what we're saying is the only thing that can run a company?
Company is someone 6 foot. Yeah.
6 foot, yeah, like so. Yeah, a bit of a mental stat that.
But yeah, that's a bit weird one that is. I think that might be it for
your quick fire questions.
Quick fire, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was a little bit, you know, weren't there, but
bit of a mixed bag.
Found it harder.
Threw me under the bus immediately.
Oh
but
yeah.
It's fine. I definitely crumbled under pressure. But it's fine, you know. Like I'm not a very composed man. As we know. Right, I'm gonna get into your set of questions, right? So my first question for you actually is, if you could have a dream guest on this podcast, who would your dream guest be?
Jesus. No, not Jesus. no. Jesus. No, actually Jesus though.
I mean, it'd be a good guest.
I mean, it'd be a good guest, yeah.
One and only cap on our podcast. We'd have to rename the podcast, man. It'd have to become like the Messiah cast or something.
Over Messiah's head. Oh, you know what? I don't know. You got sports stars, actors, everything.
Come on, one person is quick fire. First person that comes to your mind.
Godzilla.
This brother.
Godzilla.
So we're just gonna have 200-foot man, like just right here. No,
yeah.
That's a stinker.
Yeah.
That's a stinker. Okay, if it had to be a human, who would your human guest be? One person.
Keanu Reeves.
Good guess.
Keanu Reeves.
Very good guess. I've seen him on like interviews and stuff. He's actually really like calm. Like he's actually quite calm.
I feel like you could have a right laugh with him, a good chat. So you probably talk about anything and have a good.
And he's quite knowledgeable on like just random stuff. Yeah, that'd be.
That's okay. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. That's who I'll go with. Yeah.
I think if I was to answer that question, I'd go for Jurgen Klopp. Not because just as football, I feel like I could talk to him about football forever.
Yeah, because he's very
he's got like that warm I feel like he's my dad. I mean, I sat next to him like, teach me everything. But yeah, I feel like he'd be really good. That would be probably mine. So right, again, this is a bit of one that's going to throw you under the bus a little bit now, because I know that you have your finger in so many pies with this. Your best TV show and your best film of all time. So not this year, of all time. If you could only choose one box set and one film to watch for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Jesus. Film's a hard one. There's a lot, but I'd probably have to go Jurassic Park.
We can only watch one of them. Which one?
The first one, the original.
Okay. Yeah, good film.
TV show.
One box set, so you can have all the seasons, but it's just one show.
All the seasons, one show. I'm trying to think what it is. I'd love to say Game of Thrones if it weren't for that last season.
That last season, man.
That's throwing under the bus. I'm trying to think what shows there is.
If the world's your oyster. You got one show, one box set. If it was me personally, I'd go for something like Friends because it's got bare seasons and bare episodes that you can't really get bored.
Okay, you know what I want good? Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Good show.
Amount of times
Good
I
show.
rewatched that.
Good
Because I've
show.
seen it so many times, but it still makes me laugh.
Yeah.
The later seasons it goes a bit downhill, but it's still.
It's when they got cancelled and they came
got
back.
taken
innit?
over.
Yeah. That's when it got a bit shit.
I'd say Brooklyn Nine-Nine for show, and a film, the old school Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's what I'd probably go for.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I know it's normally what is it? Snog, marry, avoid.
Yeah.
But today we're doing shag, marry, kill. Right. Right? Yeah. So
Oh god.
Ana de Armas from the new Bond film.
Yeah, I know.
I know how much you like her.
Straight away, Maro.
Straight
Straight
You've
away.
not had the other options yet.
Okay.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh,
So the Scarlet Witch.
yeah.
Or Alicia Lehman that plays for Aston Villa.
Kill Alicia.
All right. Yeah.
Just kill because it's Aston Villa. Kill. Yeah. Kill. Look. Kill.
Right. What if she transferred to Leicester? Like, what if she was playing for Leicester?
Nah, I still won't kill her.
Yeah, fair.
It's still, no offense, but just when you got Ana de Armas and Elizabeth Olsen, marry one of them. You know what?
You got a shag one and marry the other. Anyway, I'm gonna put another stipulation in just quickly. Yeah, the one that you marry, you can't actually sleep with. You have to be married and do all married life with them, but you can't actually sleep with them.
You can have sex in married life.
No. You cannot ever consummate this marriage. You're married to them for the rest of your life, but you can't consummate. But whoever you shag, you shag them once, and that's the only memory of sex that you have left. Just to throw a little spanner in the works there, just to make it a little bit more interesting.
I'd marry Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So so you're telling me you'll be comfortable getting in bed with her every night. She's in her like little night dress and that, yeah. You cuddled up to her, but you can never, but she's just your wife. Like everything else is perfect. It's a perfect marriage, but you can never have sex with her.
It's fine, it's never gonna happen anyway, so it's fine.
This is an honest man.
This is fine, so no.
Yeah,
I mean, have you seen her? She'd look at me and she'd be like, ew.
I mean, no comment.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not exactly
yeah.
the best looking,
No.
not the sharpest tools in the toolbox, but right, controversial one here. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No. I have to put this up with Tess, and she has it. No.
So context for anyone that's listening, Tess is the other half.
No. Pineapple does not. I don't care.
So
Look,
when she orders it, does it wind you up, or do you not care enough?
It disgraces me.
Oh my God.
No, it's just no.
See, like I feel the same passion you feel for this. I feel for baked beans. I hate baked beans.
See,
man.
Tess hates baked beans as
Yeah,
well.
I
She
hate
hates
baked
it.
beans.
When I have beans, she looks at me of utter disgust.
Beans are why, man? Why? There's so much nicer things in life.
I think it's just a white person thing. So I don't know. There is a lot more.
Tess is white.
Yeah.
But
maybe I'm just more white. I'm just more white.
Purebred.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Okay. Beans are not the best thing in the world. They're not. But I do like. Yeah. I have beans a lot.
no, I mean, over man.
Pineapple on
pizza
pizza.
is
No.
not a tin, man.
No.
Can't
I don't know.
No.
But if you eat it, fine. But I will look at you.
Because at that point, you may as well just start putting like apples and bananas and all sorts of things, like.
You know what? The thing is, like, some people do put bananas on pizza. I've seen it, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Italians are crying, man. Cheese and tomato pizza is the best. To be fair, let's be like let's.
No, because that's just boring for me. I like to have.
Nah, but like a proper like stone baked Italian kind of pizza, yeah. Just cheese and tomato.
It's too boring for me. It's way too. No, I have to have. I had all the meats on and everything like that, and jalapenos and.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's undefeated. Like if someone offered me that over like so many different things, I would always pick that. Personally, I mean, personally,
Yeah.
it's just like
I'm more different because I'm more of a savage. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
to be-
I put curry in a sandwich, so.
disrespecting my ancestors now, man.
I
put rice in a
I put
sandwich.
rice in a sandwich.
Yeah.
I
Pot
put
noodle,
rice
all sorts
in a
of-
sandwich.
yeah.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
But I think that might be because obviously, like we spoke about what I do. What do you do? Like for a living.
For a living, I'm painter and decorator. Obviously, just me and my dad, our own company, which is simple, nice. Started about 5 years ago, and I mean, you've seen it since I started there. How much
smashing
life's
it, man.
better, smashing, always busy. So yeah, nice, simple.
So, I mean, like this putting anything in a sandwich thing is a builder's thing, though, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Construction workers are just.
You don't just eat anything, man.
Yeah.
You don't eat raw cement and that, like just if you could bricks and like the mortar just fucking.
So much
Yo,
of it.
this thing kind of looks like a spoon.
Yeah.
All right, and then my last supposed to be like kind of quick fire questions, right? But oh, actually, no, wait, I got 2 more questions. So second to last question. What's the number 1 thing currently on your bucket list?
On bucket list.
Yeah, so like if you could do something tomorrow, budget's not an issue, whatever, like you
Go to
just
Japan.
do it.
I've really got to go to Japan. Got to go there. I want to go there for multiple reasons. Because one, it looks so nice. The people like generally seem down to earth, and plus, it's the home to Godzilla.
And you love an anime girl.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I do not like. No.
Check his follows on Instagram. VAR it, VAR.
There is actually Germany. No, it's the home. It's the home to Godzilla. Godzilla hotels there. It's like I've got to go to Japan.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
Yeah, I've got
that's
to
on
go.
my bucket list,
No.
and we're trying to make that happen this summer actually. So, fingers crossed it does.
Yeah,
happen.
no, that's gonna happen.
Obviously, it's a bit
soon.
of an expensive one, and all of these factors, but
Yeah.
if it can happen, I really do want it to happen. All right, last question. If you were in a boxing match, what would your walkout song be? So you're big Wembley right now, yeah? You're just about to go fight. Who are you going to fight? I need to put someone in your category, man. Amir Khan. You're about to go fight Amir Khan.
It's the Imagine Dragons song from the show Arcane. I can't remember the title of the song.
I don't know. It's not my genre.
This song is.
See, for me, it would be Piss on Your Grave by Kanye West. I use your face as a urinal. Piss on your grave. Piss on your grave.
Let me get this back. Where is it?
Don't play it, please.
No. I
Just
can't
find
play
the
it.
title and we'll.
Where the fuck is
You can use your imagination, crowd.
Oh, Enemy, that's it, Enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, I mean,
Enemy,
it goes.
yeah.
It
No,
goes,
it's
yeah.
sick. That show,
I'll
by
give
the
it a
way,
listen to after.
that show is sick.
What
It's called Arcane. It's based on the game League of Legends. I've never played it. I know about it, and Netflix did a series on it, an animated series, and it is sick. Like anyone listens to this as well, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's one of the best things I've seen on Netflix. It's sick. Yeah.
I'm on the last season of Homeland now, so
Yeah.
I am looking for something new to watch. So
Am I still in there or am I dead?
No, you died time.
Oh.
you died time ago,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
But still one of my favorite characters. He was like
Ugh.
Nick Brody, man. Nick Brody, right? Yeah, great character. Yeah, that's me done for my quick fire questions or icebreaker questions or whatever. It weren't really quick fire actually. We did a lot of and ahhing because we had some tough questions.
You thought you had some of them right in the spot, like gee.
Yeah, so I mean that was it was a good little round, man. To be fair,
I think we'll do more of that.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
You know what? We've been friends for how many years now? Yeah, we don't actually really know each other that well. In the sense of like, I know what makes you tick, and I know like reasons that we're friends, obviously, because we've got similar interests and whatever.
Yeah, and obviously you know the things I do really love.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, like you're constant. I guess it's just human nature though. You're always learning about someone.
Yeah.
Even if you think you're close to them, then people do things that you just be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I mean, we went out for a roast dinner. This brother put buffalo sauce on his roast dinner.
Look, yeah, it was nice. You knew you wanted to try some.
I had your gravy. I was living lavish. I was living lavish.
Look,
2 gravies.
Look, the buffalo sauce on a roast dinner was fucking nice.
It looked dirty.
It was nice.
It looked nasty.
It was nice. Look, I guarantee you there's someone listening to this that have done it and they can agree with me.
Yeah, they're watching it in prison.
Look, that was nice. That was nice.
Nah, man.
It was nice. And I'll do it again. Happily do it again.
There was a reason we were banished to the end of the table. There was a reason. There's a reason we were banished.
It's like it was even for after Tessa's birthday, but she still puts at the end of the table.
Yeah. She was sat at the other end.
I'm not sitting next to him. You can deal with him.
That's it. Oh man, I felt like a carer that day, man. Right. So I've got a quick little scenario for you here. Yeah, it's inspired by a Mr. Beast tweet, which if I can find, I'll put it on the screen now. But this is the scenario, right? You can get £10,000 just onto your bank account right now, yeah? But if you do, someone in the world dies. Could be anyone. So there's like 7 billion possibilities, right?
8 billion, yeah.
8 billion, whatever, yeah.
I already know that because I literally seen it the other day.
Yeah, right.
It's not just because I'm smart. Yeah. I should have seen it the other day.
It's a fucking Opta ash over there.
But yeah, no, I get your point. Yeah.
So anyone in the world could die.
Right.
But you get £10,000. Would you do it?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, it could be anyone, right?
It could be anyone. But
so
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna remix it a little bit again, yeah. So your £10,000 is in your bank account. You're like, cool. I want more money. The offer still stands. Every time you take 10 grand,
someone dies.
But let's flip it now, yeah. So the next time you do it, I'm assuming that you've done it, right? So you've gone the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got 20 grand now. But the second time you do it, someone in your family dies, and that was a direct correlation to what you did. It wasn't by chance. It was because of what you did. Would you then continue to keep taking money because your odds have just gotten way better? Because you've lost someone close to you now, the odds have gotten better because the chances of it being someone else again in your family or like whatever, your friends or whatever, is really low.
Yeah.
So would you
basically the second time I've done it, someone in the family's died.
Yeah.
And then if I do it third time,
it's statistics. It's all statistics. So
Yeah.
how much money would you technically take at that point then? How many people are you killing? Because you got to remember, people are still dying on your back. That's on your conscience.
You make me sound like a dictator. Literally. I'm not like this guy. I'm not like this
It's
guy.
a scenario. I just want to see. I want to get into your head a little bit, like, and see, like, at what point would you stop?
I don't know.
Because you've gone through the grievances of losing someone close to you. So will something flick in your mind where you're like, nah, you know what? I've already lost someone close to me. I want all the money now. Or you're gonna be like, no, this is too risky. I've lost someone. Which way would you go?
I think I'd stop because it'd be this is too risky. Yeah, that's where I'd.
But your stats have just gone mad. What's the chances that someone else is gonna go? So like, if we're talking a pure statistic,
but it might not just be family. It could be a friend.
That's what I'm saying. So someone in your circle, someone close to you goes. But then it's direct correlation. It's not by chance. It was definitely because of what you did.
I'd probably stop.
You'd stop?
I don't know. I don't.
See, this is why I feel like I'd be mad relentless, man. I would like.
I don't know.
Because I'd probably like. I'd want them like 1 million or something. But then I've got to live with having like what 10 bodies or no, more way more than that, like 100 bodies.
I mean, 10 was it 10 grand per time?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You got to kill 100 people.
Yeah, that's basically a lot. Yeah.
But what if like you would never know? Really, like let's say that you don't know who you're killing, right? But in my head, I would probably play it like, I'd be like, yeah, man, it was all people that were on the end of life, man, I've done them a favour. Or like, do you know what I mean? Like, something like that. Yeah. But then, realistically, it could have been anyone, like, it could have been children or something.
I think they're getting to know that I'm maybe the nice person.
That would be the start of my, like, my villain, evil arc story,
But what? this person dies is yourself.
It could be. It could be anyone. But
boom,
then,
you get the money. Boom, you're gone.
I
And then
didn't think
all the money's sitting there.
Jeez.
You could do it the first time. The first 10
Yeah, you just die.
straight away. There's a 10 grand sitting in your bank, and that's sitting there.
Oh,
and then your family can get it. You're dead. You killed yourself. So your family
It's not
can
even
get
a lot of money though. 10 grand's
It
not a
is
lot. It's not
money.
enough money for me
I mean,
to.
it is big now. But
Yeah, yeah.
this day and age, 10 grand.
It's not gonna
is-
change my life.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not
It's
gonna
not
change my
going
life.
to change your life.
It's not life changing money. If it was like a million a body,
If it's a million, but yeah. No, I think I'd stop. If the second one was like, I think I'd stop there and then. Yeah, I reckon I'd stop. You're just a mad
but you're too little, too late at that point. So I'd just be like, yeah.
What? So it's Karen killing everyone?
Yeah, but I mean, your own personal, like, if you're being selfish, your own personal grievances are done at that point. Like what comes after that? No, but what?
I feel sorry for your family, man. I feel sorry.
I'm trying to kill them.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to say
I
what?
don't know.
I'm trying to secure all the big bag. I'm trying to
Yeah, by
secure.
killing a few first.
Yeah, but they don't know that I did that.
They might
I have
find
to
out.
live with that, and I feel like I maybe could. The one that would hurt me is whoever I lost.
Look, guys, Nikesh is very dark.
I
I
would end up killing bare people to then become like an Avenger. So I'd be like an anti-hero because I'd be like, I've killed so many people, I need to cleanse the streets and stop deaths from happening or something. And I'd
Yeah,
become like,
stop yourself. Stop yourself.
Yeah, but isn't that like
Stop
isn't that like
yourself.
the classic for like every single superhero film of like they are their own problem?
I don't know. I don't see many heroes going around killing people,
They-
and then be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I need
but
to
that's why
stop
it's
this.
an anti-hero, isn't it? I've got the.
Yeah, but this is you're like beyond anti-hero. you're going on to Joker levels here. This is
Yeah.
This is
Do you want to see how I got all this money?
literally. You're going next level. Nutter. That was.
I mean, it works. It works. It's a good business model. It's a good business model, man.
Oh,
Quick money on the squares, man. I could do it.
I might have to cut you off there.
Do it before I incriminate myself further, man.
I say we just move on to football now before you get even further.
Just so we're clear, like I'm not taking the money. No one's asked me to do that. You know, like now that you've agreed, you're gonna get a notification on your phone. You just had 10 grand in your bank account. Like yeah, he agreed. Guys, boys, put it in. He's done it.
Oh god, yeah.
And this is how I'm passing the burden on to you now. I've already killed 100 people. I'm a millionaire. Like this on you now.
Actually, I could be the hero. I could kill you.
You wouldn't know though. You don't get to pick who you kill. That's worse. If you get to pick
No. But I'm just gonna be the hero. Take you out, just to stop you doing something like that again in the future. Take you out, save people, and get all your money.
Yeah, but that's assuming that
donate it to charity or something.
That's assuming that we both had the same deal. You wouldn't really know, would you?
Uh-huh.
If we randomly both just got mad rich, like we both just lost a family member, we'll be like, yo, did that? What, what did you do, man?
What's going on here?
Yeah, Spider-Man meme just.
Yeah.
Right, probably time to get into some football-y action.
Yeah, some World Cup action. Yeah.
What you got for me?
So obviously, when you went to the last 8 now, we had quite an interesting. The last 16 was. We had the obvious winners. There was a few surprises, which was nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm gutted Japan are out. I really wanted Japan to go further. So
Yeah.
not just because of the football
They
team.
took some dreadful penalties, man.
Yeah, that was
It's unfortunate because they were a very good side,
But it wasn't just the team, but it's like the fans staying behind after every game, cleaning up, just to respect to them. All that.
The whole aura was sick, man. Even like did you see their manager went and bowed? to the fans
bad.
and stuff?
So Japan is one of them teams. I think one of them teams that everybody was rooting for. Like they would have liked to go through, but yeah, them penalties were bad.
They had a clear game plan, which I think like a lot of teams at the World Cup generally don't.
Yeah.
Where because obviously like World Cup teams are just literally like players that randomly come together to play, but these all had like a plan. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew the way that they were going to play.
And they was good. Like they were fast as well.
Yeah,
on the counters and stuff like that. They were
really exciting
fast.
to watch because
Yeah,
anytime they broke it, could have been a goal.
They were literally full of energy.
Yeah.
It would be like the 80th minute, and it was just so full of energy still.
Yeah.
No, I'm gutted they're out. Yeah. Really, but who else got through?
We saw Australia go out. I mean,
that against Argentina.
Argentina scraped it, man.
Yeah.
I think Argentina didn't really give us much of a.
But at
much of a
the
show.
same time, are you surprised that Australia lost to Argentina? I don't think anyone is either.
I'm surprised how close it was. To be fair, I thought Argentina would have swept the floor with them, but wiped the floor with them. I don't know. What
So
I'm
for
saying
white
is,
floor,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. I said it the other week as well. I don't think Argentina have looked that good. So we'll see. Obviously, as the tournament progresses now into this is the business end of it now. So
This is where it
I
gets
think
more
we'll start to
interesting.
see like some real class now. I think we'll start to see a lot better football.
Yeah, I agree with that. Agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gassed. Morocco are through.
Yes,
Morocco they are a very good team. Man.
They come with a game plan.
Yeah,
They've been having a game plan the whole
They've
time,
got
and it's working.
They've got that low block really, really well sorted, where they're allowing teams to come at them and like, come and try and score, and it works. Like it's really working for them.
They're another team as well. I think that are full of energy.
Yeah,
Like they're still defending like that on the 80th minute and so on, and just Spain could not break them down.
Yeah.
But I think they proved that Spain, because everyone was raving about Spain after that Costa Rica, but Costa Rica was rubbish. Like no, they was rubbish, and everyone's raving about Spain, and they weren't right. They like said like look, they're not that good. Spain could not break them down.
There's a few key problems with Spain, which are obviously, I think this World Cup has come too early for them. There's very young side, these like Gavis and Pedris and all that stuff. They will come good because they are world class players, but their manager, I saw today he stepped down, didn't he?
Stepped down.
Yeah, Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
He's obviously ex-Barcelona. He's literally just brought that whole Barcelona philosophy to this national team, and it's not worked. He played Rodri at centre back. It's not really worked out. I know that they don't really have centre backs or whatever, so he was kind of forced to make that happen. But he's disrespected Sergio Ramos, leaving him at home. Like how? Like we're watching Pepe play for Portugal still. And Pepe has been class. He scored the other day as well. Like he's been so good, and it's not like Sergio Ramos is not capable of doing that. He's disrespected one of the greatest.
Yeah, he's world class.
If we're talking about Messi, Ronaldo, in terms of defenders, Sergio Ramos is in that echelon of players.
He's up there. Yeah.
So I think that he made that mistake there. Obviously, I don't think he took his best goalkeeper because he left De Gea at home. So Liverpool fan, of course, I'm going to say Thiago being left at home. I don't know if he would have played just because of they've got so many players that can do what Thiago does. But again, they took some rubbish penalties. They absolutely crumbled under pressure.
It's like they brought on two substitutes as well to take the penalties, and both of them missed.
And they were rubbish penalties.
Yeah, they was
as well.
rubbish.
And where have we seen that before? Like
I didn't realise. Well, I got told. I didn't realise the manager. He said he's the best in the world before the World Cup started.
Who? What he is?
Yeah, that's what apparently in an interview before. When we're doing all the interviews for the World Cup, apparently he said I'm the best manager in the world. Well, I don't think you are, mate.
Yeah, I mean, honourable mention though, Amrabat that plays in the six for Morocco. What a player, man! He looks like I think he plays for Fiorentina at the minute over in Italy. He looks like he could make the step up to a bigger team. He's been dominating every game he's played. He's dominated their midfield. So hopefully he keeps that kind of form up and gets a big move from that side of the thing. I think maybe we should keep the England conversation till last. I think maybe we've got a lot to say about England as we always do.
Yes, yeah.
Um,
why we're on Morocco? I think just the African fans, the amount of energy they bring to tournaments is nuts.
It's quality.
It's brilliant to watch. They're always like they'll be losing 6-0 whatever, and they're still bouncing around, still enjoying themselves. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
We get that from some of the South American countries
Yes,
as well.
all the Africans in South.
Yeah.
They're literally like
It's
when
like,
who was it? Senegal played Ecuador, and
what a quality atmosphere. And there's I mean like I saw Roy Keane talking about like he's like why are they dancing like mate just like
they're enjoying themselves,
man. Like
is that have you seen the video where it's the Ecuador fans and you got that random guy in the middle just like joining them. He's enjoying it.
That's you.
That must be.
And I think like do you know what I saw on TalkSport as well, some guy going on about, do you know, Brazil were doing their dances after every time they scored and stuff like that, and he was like, oh, like why are you dancing? Like again, the vibes that Brazil have always brought, and this is not a new thing to a Brazil side. Ronaldinho used to dance all the time. Kaká used to dance all the time. All of these like legendary players that we think of, Brazil is that. That is Brazil in a nutshell.
Do you think it? Obviously, it's their thing. But do you think it is a bit disrespectful when it is a 4-0 down and they're still like dancing like that?
No.
Can you see where people are coming from? Like,
I can understand why, but I don't see why they're getting butthurt. It's not like the Brazilian players are going and dancing in the goalkeeper's face or dancing in the defense.
They're
dancing with their fans.
Yes,
they're always dancing with their fans
or
with the manager. Yeah, exactly. And it's the culture of the team.
I can see both sides. Like you said, culture team, but then I can see why people are saying it's disrespectful.
But why is it disrespectful?
I think it's just because
it's on your grave. It's on your grave.
I can see both sides of the argument. It's like your culture thing. It's like they're on because, like you said, they're not going and dancing in front of the other players' faces. But then at the same time, I think 4-0 maybe you should be dancing.
As a Leicester fan, you get to see one of the biggest shithouses in the league. Jamie Vardy.
Not just the league, the world.
Yeah, and you get to see him go and do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You find that hilarious. Look at the smile on your face.
Yeah,
you find that hilarious.
Yeah,
again, when it's your club, when it's your club,
there's both sides.
When it's your club,
but you know you like Vardy's.
I like
you
it.
love those celebrations. But I think the one you realise is when he did the eagle in front of the Palace fans.
I like the when he absolutely destroyed that corner flag as well. Obviously, it wasn't a shot at anyone.
No,
I'm not gonna throw him under the bus here, but that was fucking jokes because like it's just. That was him. Like, it's just he is crackhead energy all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
drinking Red Bull at the
Red
side
Bull
before he's about to come on. What other player does that?
Yeah, a bit of a nutcase. But
yeah.
And then I think the rest of the teams that sort of went through, there weren't many like upsets apart from.
I think the teams that got through was everyone expects them to get through. It was so it was. It's one of them.
Yeah, so that moves us on to
the last 8. So the first one kicking off the last 8, Croatia, Brazil. Brazil?
I don't know. I think Croatia I think Brazil will go through. Like, I'll start with that. But Croatia they're killers. Absolute killers.
They are the killers, but I think they're getting too old.
They might have just all peaked at the right time.
Yeah.
So there's also that side to it, like where, obviously this is Modric's last World Cup. There are a few players in that team last World Cup. Perisic, this guy, man, this guy just comes out in tournaments and just plays absolutely sick every time.
It's not just him. It's like the whole Croatian team. When they come together, they are a team.
And then the one thing that we've seen with them in this tournament so far is that they're not afraid to go 1-0 down. If they concede a goal, they're completely
it's like
relaxed.
It's like if you score against them first, it riles
them
up.
up.
Yeah, literally.
Trippier free kick.
Back in it. So,
I
think Brazil's got too much energy for them though. I think they're too.
Yeah.
I think they're just better.
It depends. I think it depends who we see, which Brazil we see, because Brazil haven't really been attacked yet.
No.
They're
great going forward.
I think Croatia will bring that to them.
Their defence hasn't been fully tested.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah.
This, like you said earlier, this is where it gets good. This is where we start to see the big,
that is a really really juicy fixture. I think that might even be the game of the. I know that our eyes will probably be on England France because they're 2 tournament favourites or whatever, but. I think Croatia are massively underrated and they might slip under the radar. And I think if Croatia can get to another final, back-to-back final,
that's
that's massive.
It is.
So I'm low key rooting for them as much as I've said. I want Brazil to win the World Cup if it's not England. But if Croatia make it through, that is a very very big achievement.
I think Brazil will do it. But out of the 2 teams, I'd like Croatia to go through.
Yeah.
The game after that, I think this could be a good one. Netherlands vs Argentina. This could be anything.
This could go anywhere, man.
This could be a boring game, or this could be like a 3-3.
I think it will be a boring game.
I think this could go to penalties.
Yeah. I think this one. I think that as much as the Brazil-Croatia one also could go to penalties as well. I think this one is. I feel like it's got 0-0 written on it because you've got Argentina's fantastic attacking line versus Holland's really good defensive line. So they cancel each other out. Both of them have got a pretty shit midfield. With they've got big names in their midfields or whatever, but they're not particularly gelling.
Up front, they've both got good players that can score.
Yeah, that's it. And then is a battle of like that is probably like the most balanced game I think in the games coming, because it could go either way. Like you said, personally I think it will be a boring game. Like in terms of goals, I think it will be a good game technically, big chances missed or something like that. I feel like that game's got a penalty in it. Like, do you like a late penalty or something?
It could be, yeah.
Do you like just one mistake?
It's one of them games as well where you could see something like VAR ruining it.
Yeah.
It could be one of them games where, and it
Argentina agenda, man.
Like you're got the agenda of Portugal or Messi, Ronaldo meeting in the final, which the way it's all set up could happen.
I feel like if I've called that here, I'm doing the lottery, and then I'm disappearing, and I don't have to kill anyone as well, so it's perfect.
So who do you reckon out of them two, Netherlands or Argentina? Who do you think?
I think Argentina will go through because of this Argentinian narrative, the Messi final. I think I think the Qataris especially will want it. Like we're the country that gave Messi a World Cup. Like I feel like that's such a narrative at the minute. It'll be disappointing to see Holland go out because they've not been that bad, to be fair. A little bit boring at times, but they've got the job done. So I mean, you can't really knock them too much. So yeah, I think for me, Argentina.
That could be interesting. Like, if Brazil and Argentina go through, they'll play each other in the semis. Yeah. That could be a big game.
That'll be a nice
game.
Because
they both hate each other, kind of thing. That would be a
a lot of history there. That'll be a good game.
So you got that. Then obviously the one after that is Morocco vs Poland. Oh,
Portugal.
Portugal. Morocco vs Portugal. How do you see that going? Do you think Portugal are going to be too good for them, or do you think Morocco could do it again?
Man. Portugal.
You know what? I didn't think they would be that good, but
I thought maybe their defense might falter them a little bit, but they've been really good. Yeah. For me, I think they might have been tournament favourites if Jota was fit, because I feel Jota's an absolute killer.
Yeah,
for Portugal especially, he's an absolute killer.
He's a good player. He's really good, really talented.
He just puts it away, them half chances he converts them every time, especially for Portugal. So, and he always plays really well when Ronaldo doesn't fire. And I think we might have seen the last of the Ronaldo performances now. I don't think we blame any nothing.
I know how they played the other day. Did they even need Ronaldo? I mean, the way that he was.
I mean, it's not exactly a bad thing to have Ronaldo on the bench, but obviously he's still he's throwing his toys out the pram.
Yeah, the way he's acting is not good.
Yeah,
Well, that guy, was it Ramos? Who, come on?
The one that scored the hat-trick?
Yeah.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Yeah, he's like the content. He probably imagined he ain't getting a team. And he comes on, probably has the best game of his life, literally performs, scores goal, hat-trick, and he was brilliant.
Yeah, was it 3 goals and an assist?
That first goal he got, how did that go in?
Beautiful.
That was brilliant goal.
He was... Even did you see Rafael's goal? He's like smiling before he hits a shot. You knew it was going in, right? Portugal dangerous. I think as much as, like I said, I'm happy Morocco went through. I think this is the end of the road.
I think. But you could generally, with the buzz of the Moroccan fans have got, you could see them fully get behind them.
There's too much class there, man. I think elitism generally wins in football. I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but Morocco might come out and just absolutely nail them. But Morocco, going forward, they've not been particularly that good. I mean, one of their wingers, I forget his name, not Ziyech, the other one. He absolutely had someone's pants down in that game the other day. Oh my God, his name's absolutely slipped me.
I don't know his name.
Oh my God, he played for someone decent as well. It will come back to me. I will come back. But yeah, I think Portugal are just too good. They've got quite a lot of options, even coming off the bench as well. And these young guys are coming through as well. You know, João Felix, Ramos. They've all been playing really well. So I think
Portugal will do it, but I'm like you. I'd like Morocco to do it.
Yeah,
I would like Morocco to do it. Get to the semi-final. That'd be brilliant. But I think Portugal will do them. So, the big one. England vs France. What a game that is. That is...
I mean, I think if England... I got it wrong last week. I thought England would get Argentina for some daft reason.
Yeah, I said...
So you were right. So apologies for that. But man, this is the game I think that can really define the whole tournament. Because I think whoever wins this game gets to a final.
Yeah. I agree with that. This is it. This is who wins. This is in the final, I think.
Yeah, like this, because France look so hit or miss sometimes, but they've just got so much class. Griezmann's having a fantastic tournament. Giroud's scoring goals. Mbappe's just
Mbappe's just Mbappe.
He's stupid.
Mbappe, dog. Killy. Mbappe, dog. Killy. He will score, yeah. He will score. Gee, he will score, yes. That's my real killy.
He's stupid, man. Mbappe, pal. What a joke. This guy's just absolutely just coming in and just he's almost unplayable. I saw Carl Walker talking about him, saying that we've got a plan to stop him, and he's like, I'm not going to roll the red carpet out for him. Don't talk too much, please. Don't talk too much. Carl Walker got smoked by Ismail Sarr. He got smoked. No one's going to talk about it. He got absolutely cooked. He got cooked. You're going to talk about Mbappe. You got done by a championship don. Sure, man.
Because this is what everyone's on about. Mbappe v Skywalker. And I'm just thinking, he's going to walk all over him.
He should. But
Walker does have the pace.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be enough.
Walker is the best bet against Mbappe, I think.
Yeah. Out of who we've got, he's the best bet, but he's still not enough. Unless you've got Maguire. I can see Maguire taking him out.
Do you think we'll see Southgate's classic 5 at the back this time round?
I think the issue's going to go too defensive. We're going to concede. Then we're going to try and push out and get one back, and it's going to concede more. Southgate's going to come with some stupid plan, and it's going to backfire massively.
I think it's. Do you know what's actually like quite an interesting thing with this is if he goes with the 4, which I think personally he should. I don't think we should change the lineup, to be honest. I think maybe Saka should probably get dropped for Rashford. I think that's the only.
I'd leave Saka in. I think Saka's having a great tournament.
Saka got weighted by the Senegalese left back though.
Well, he
couldn't get past him. The guy was just like a brick wall. I know that like obviously France are not as good on that left hand side as evidently Senegal were, but I don't know. I think like Saka, as much as I like Saka, I think Saka's a fantastic player. I think Rashford probably brings a little bit more. Just to this France game, I'm not saying that he should be dropped for the rest of the tournament.
No,
I think
in
terms of starting this game,
yeah.
I think if we're gonna suffer with a five at the back performance from Southgate, I think Bellingham will be the one that gets dropped.
You can't drop Bellingham. Yeah.
I know he can't, but he will.
He will. Yeah. Well,
it'll be Rice and Henderson.
You can see Southgate screwing it up massively.
Yeah, I think it'll be Rice and Henderson. I don't know if we'll see. Obviously, there's. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet or not, but Sterling's.
I know he's on the way. Yeah, he's on the way back. I don't think he'll
start. No. I think Foden will still play, which I'm happy with. We said in the first episode that we wanted Foden to play, so that'd be good. I mean, like, I think this game has got so much riding on it because I genuinely feel like whoever wins this game gets to a final.
I agree
because I think it's like, do you know, like the Euros when England beat Germany. It was like, if we get past Germany, we will get to the final. And it's like, like the route is obviously a bit harder because we're probably going to play Portugal in the semis, and that's not going to be an easy game.
No. But no, like you said, this game is one of these. I think it's going to be a finalist.
Yeah, I think we're looking at potential World Cup winners there, and I think that there's with England just generally, I feel like Harry Maguire, if he gets targeted by the French, we're in big trouble.
I can see it.
We're in big trouble.
I can see him
I'm waiting for England to disappoint me.
It's coming.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to happen. But
I mean, I can already imagine if we do beat France, it's going to be mad. It's going to be mad.
It's going to feel like we won the World Cup.
Can you imagine tomorrow? It's going to be singing. It's coming home every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's going to go nuts. But the last time actually England played France in a major tournament, like this lineup, you're going to laugh at it.
I think I might have seen this, but go on, run me through it.
Welbeck, Young, Chamberlain, Parker, Gerrard, Milner, Cole, Lescott, Terry, Johnson, and Hart. It finished 1-1. That was a 2012. That's the last time I played France in a major tournament.
To be honest, though, I mean, who didn't hit the heights in that team? They were all good.
But the team
The
now,
team-
compared to that.
I think the team's worse now.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the midfield, I think the team's worse now. Scott
Nah.
Parker was class.
Yeah.
Scott Parker was class. Obviously, Gerrard was class.
Or Gerrard's Gerrard.
Ashley Young was
John
always good.
Terry
consistent.
was John Terry's
Yeah,
great.
I think the back line was better there.
I'd probably go with the back line.
Maybe just Glenn Johnson and maybe
The goalkeeper, Hart.
Hart's better than Pickford, man. I hate
I
Pickford.
don't know, Hart. You know what I mean? I mean, Pinkford's not great, but I think
To be fair, Hart
mate.
was Pickford before Pickford.
Yeah.
But then I don't think there was like Ben Foster or whatever in it. But again, it was like Nick Pope looking in on the outside. Like it was maybe the choice that everyone wanted, but it was never going to happen. But I mean, if you look at the lineup from the South Africa World Cup, or was it Brazil? The last World Cup. You look at some of England's lineups there: Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, I've seen
It was
that.
we played quite a few random players.
Yeah.
Eric Dyer was like a permanent starter and stuff like that. So like, I said this before the start of the tournament where I said I think that England should pick a form team. Like whoever's been banging it in the Prem or banging it in the league, that's what the team they should pick. Which, to be honest, it hasn't backfired on me. Because Bellingham's been having a sick year anyway.
Yeah, he
he's
has.
really performed. Rice has been obviously really good for West Ham, but then players like Henderson, he's been pretty shit for Liverpool, but his performances for England have actually been pretty good.
Well, it's like Maguire.
Yeah, no, he's barely played.
He's
so
barely played in the league, and he's for England.
He's been
he's
pretty
performing.
good. Yeah. Like I'm you know me, I'm not the biggest advocate for this. He's good for England narrative.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm the same. agree
Especially
with you,
like with Pickford in goal, we've got a relegation goalkeeper in goal.
But-
And we've got Ramsdale who's top of the league, and we've got Pope who's in 4th place. Like and they've both got more clean sheets and whatever than.
But we're kind of being
Pickford.
proven wrong this tournament. We
Exactly,
are
so
kind-
like-
which is a good thing.
I'm
be
happy to
proven wrong.
bite my words
Yeah.
if it comes to something. But if we get embarrassed by France, if we go out to Portugal or Morocco or whatever, I want that episode to be juicy. I want that episode to be juicy.
Right, so the real question is, who do you actually think's going to win the game? England or France?
I think for me, my heart says England, but logic says France, and I think logic will win.
Logic, yeah.
Just because I think that we might be underrating France a little bit, because they've got so many good players.
You know what, I said about France at the start of the tournament, I said I don't think they're all that because of the injuries and all that, and they have proven me wrong.
There's only one
massively.
player in that France team that I think has been absolutely trash, and that's that Fofana that plays in midfield for them from Monaco or wherever he's from. He's absolutely dog shit. Like, I'm calling out players left, right, and centre here, but until they prove me wrong, I will let it be out there, man.
I mean,
He's been trash, but the rest of them, France have been solid. Even like Rabiot's look fucking class. Everyone had chalked off Rabiot before the start of the season, and like even when he was linked with United and stuff, everyone was like, "Why the fuck do they want him?" But he's been pretty good. Oh, that Verretu's been a bit shit as well, but I mean, I don't think he would have got selected if they had their fully available team. So maybe a bit harsh on him, but yeah, man, I think Ousmane Dembele, Giroud, Mbappe, Griezmann, like that firepower is different.
I think France just, as much as I want England to do it, just off the English, want English to do it, I think France are going to do it. And you know the annoying thing is, I don't think I can watch the game.
Because you're going out.
I'm going out for a birthday party. And I don't.
You're gonna be at a place with a really big
Big
screen.
TV, blasting it, and I'm playing. What am I going to be doing? Playing mini golf. I am going to be running to that screen every time I hear something.
Well, I think we might be at the same venue as you.
Yeah.
So if you
Well,
feel
we'll
like
see.
escaping for a little bit, feel free. But
No.
I'm excited. I am excited. I think.
excited, yeah.
I think it's a big occasion. Like, it feels like a final.
It's a big game.
I think that there's definitely.
I don't think it's just all. I think all 8 are big. They're all 4
the
big
knockouts
games.
of a World
Yeah.
Cup, of course, it's
They're all
big.
big games.
And you look at it in the senses of like like Champions League and stuff like that. When you get to the knockout phases of a Champions League or like a knockout any tournament, or you get to like the semi-finals of an FA Cup or something, they start to feel big.
They do.
And
yeah, I agree with that.
That's just the magnitude of football. We know what's at stake, because again, we can't win this trophy for another 4 years. So we have to, I think like it will be. I think it will be such a waste, because we're in another golden generation of English players where
Yeah,
it
it
will
just
be
goes down. They win a single trophy.
yeah, and it will be such a waste again, because like. But again, a lot of these players are still young. Rice will definitely be at the next World Cup. Bellingham will be at the next World Cup. Foden. These players haven't even primed yet. Yeah. Saka as well. Yeah,
we're still got a lot of young. So I think
once Harry Kane starts dipping off as well, I think we're looking for our next big English striker.
How old is Kane now?
28, I think. 28, 29, yeah.
So he's probably only got.
He'll have another World Cup in him, but he won't start it.
Yeah, there's another World Cup, and he'll be So he's probably got 2 Euros and 1 World Cup left in him. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like we're the speechlessness I have now. I fear it will be the same speechlessness I'll have next week after we know the result, because it's either going to be like, oh my god, we did it, or it's going to be,
we're out.
France pants, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Mbappe scored 7 goals.
Like, Maguire got sent off.
Yeah, yeah. Mbappe is too cold, man. What's it? Just quickly, like, what's your obviously we've seen Haaland at Man City. Haaland or Mbappe?
If I had to pick a player?
Yeah.
Haaland.
Is that because we just seen him do it in the Prem?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because Haaland is, he's sick. Obviously he's sick.
Yeah. Well, they're both sick.
Yeah.
They're both good.
It's hard to compare. It's like classic Messi versus Ronaldo thing, because they don't play in the same position, so it's hard to compare them directly. But who would you rather have in your team?
Yeah, I think I'll go Holland. That's a hard one, but I think I'll go Holland. You go Mbappe.
Yeah, man. I think
that's hard.
But then if Liverpool signed Mbappe, we'd have to sell him to City as well, because that's the price of Mbappe now, isn't it? He's the mayor of Paris at the minute, so he's gonna come to Liverpool and be like, I want all of Merseyside. I want
Liverpool.
Yeah. He's gonna be.
I want Everton.
He's gonna sign Liverpool and Everton at the same time.
Yeah.
Like he's
old times and weekends.
Yeah. We'll turn into like AC Milan. Do you know they play at the same stadium and that? Like,
yeah.
Oh, what man! I mean, there's not a single Everton player that will ever get into our side, but that's a different question.
That's another story.
Yeah, I think there's for me, Mbappe is probably just the
both. It's hard to
the juice that Mbappe has, but then it's so hard to compare.
They're both quality. They've both done it. They both do it. It's
just Mbappe's got that Farmers League tax in it.
It's a shame we're not getting to see Holland in this World Cup and see what would have happened.
He plays for Norway, though.
I know he plays for Norway, but it would have been nice to
he could have played for England, you know.
I know he could have.
He was born in Leeds.
It upsets me.
Yeah.
We could have had him. We could have Holland instead of Kane.
We would have been terrorising people, man. But no, Southgate would have dropped him and still played Kane. Fucking idiot. I'd happily swap them, send Kane over to Norway.
100%. I'd pay for the fly. I'd pay for the
right. Messi or Ronaldo? Just real quick.
Just Messi straight away. I've always preferred Messi over Ronaldo. Always. Messi, hands down.
I feel like do you know that Rio Ferdinand clip of let's just enjoy them, man. Let's just enjoy. Because I'm getting in that point now where I know that obviously we know that this is their last World Cup and stuff, probably the last international tournament now for both of them. I'm getting to that point where it's we literally just talked about it. Mbappe and Haaland are the next two that are gonna come through to be that.
They're gonna be the next 2 points. Yeah, talking points.
Yeah, obviously, and I'm not ready for that yet, man. Because I don't think Mbappe and Haaland are gonna give us the same joy that Messi and Ronaldo have. because Messi and Ronaldo played in the same. Unless Mbappe comes to Liverpool and we get Liverpool Man City.
Man City, because that would be good to see. That would be a pro. You get the rivalry there.
Because we had that with Ronaldo and Messi with the Real Madrid, Barcelona, El Clásicos and all that stuff. Like the celebrations, the goals, like everything. Like it was all there. It was box office for years. But until we see Mbappe play for a serious team, because even I'd be good. I mean, I think it's the only place he can go. Mbappe's probably going to go to Real Madrid at some point, but if he goes there, then I kind of want Haaland to go to Barca. I don't want them in the same team.
It's like you've got to see the rivalry.
Yeah,
because
I think fans are saying that maybe Ronaldo, now that he's a free agent or whatever, people want him at PSG. Let's get Messi and Ronaldo in the same team.
Yeah, what?
But I think because they're at the end of their career, it might be nice to see it. Just so we've seen it. But if it happened in their prime, imagine when Ronaldo signed for Real Madrid and Messi joined Real Madrid as well or something. It would have been absolutely would have been carnage, and it would have worked.
There would have been none of this. Oh, Messi, Ronaldo, the magic moments, or all this comparison.
They would have fought over it.
Completely different timeline.
Well, we would have seen what happened with Neymar, because obviously Neymar went to PSG. He left Barca because he was living in Messi's shadow. And it would have happened. Yeah. We would have actually found out who's the better player, because there would have been a player that was banging more goals, that was taking more penalties, doing all that stuff. So yeah, we would actually have fixed that.
It's one of those things where everyone will debate about it. Everyone will have opinions, but you will never actually know.
That's the beauty of football.
It's one of those things where it's nice. You'll never actually know. Everyone's got their own favourite. I'm always Messi. Ronaldo's done what.
I didn't actually answer the question, man. I'm just want them both, man. But I think in terms of who I love watching play, I can't lie. For me, as much as I know Messi's the better player, I've always preferred watching Ronaldo play, because Messi's boring for 80 minutes, man. 10 minutes a game, he's good. Ronaldo is non-stop. Every time he gets the ball, something can happen. Messi gets the ball in the centre circle and he just passes it out and doesn't do much, walks around. Ronaldo was electric every single time he got the ball. Especially in his prime, Ronaldo was just unplayable. So I think if I had to choose, as a Liverpool fan, that's probably bad, but you've got to recognise greatness, man.
This is a debate I've got to have with you and Smart. Just all this.
Yeah,
I think that will be more. It'll be more better than me talking to you about it, because you two will go at it with the facts and everything. That's one thing I want to do.
Our brains are full of useless football knowledge.
So when it comes to football, I know bits, but when it comes to against you and tomorrow, I'm nothing. I ain't got the facts. I ain't got all the knowledge. That's one of them where I've got to say, got to keep that for that.
It's coming.
I can have my opinions, but when it gets to that, that's an episode that's going to go off.
Yeah.
So
bring the boxing gloves, man.
Literally. We'll have to sit between about it.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's probably a good place for us to wrap up today.
Yeah, I think it is. We've covered a bit.
Hope you've enjoyed the different flavour of us today.
Yeah.
Got to know us a little bit, even though we both kind of crumbled at each other's questions because it was. You know what? It is tough, you know. Jay, if I was on a talk show or something, I think I'd crumble. Do you know, even if I was an actor and I'd be like, oh, how's your new movie? I'd be like, I don't know.
But if I was on a talk show, I don't think they'll be asking me questions that you was asking me. So
no, apart from
you caught me off there, because I was like, I was expecting.
You asked me who, what, why I am. What? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think we've both done each other.
Yeah.
But it's fine because I think we'll have a few more nuggets like that in there for you lot. Because as much as we want to get to know our crowd, it's good that you get to know us as well. And like we're talking about now, there's a lot more to come from us. So yeah, just make sure you're still tuned for all of that stuff. It's coming home. That was a question, but it's come out as a phrase now.
I don't want to say it. Can't say it. No. I'm not saying nothing. No answer.
If
wait till next week.
Yeah.
Wait till next week.
Follow us on socials, because if it's coming home, you'll know about it Saturday night.
Yeah, you'll know about Saturday night because it'll be all over my Instagram story. I'll be running around in a pub topless.
Yeah. So make sure you're following us on all socials. We are on Spotify as well now. Apple Music and Apple Podcasts, or whatever it's called, is coming soon as well. If you prefer just the audio versions of us.
Basically, whatever you prefer, we're on every platform now.
Yeah, so
if you prefer, listen to us, Spotify, Apple.
Yeah.
If you like to listen and watch, YouTube.
Yeah, the TikToks and the Instagrams
Instagram,
and all that
the
stuff.
Reels, it's all there now.
Yeah, so whatever flavour you prefer us in. I know it's quite hard to watch us because we're both ugly as fuck. So
We're both awkward as well. We have body language. You don't know what
Yeah,
to do with
man.
ourselves.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
I'm blaming it on the Christmas jumper this week, man.
I love my Christmas.
I'm
jumper.
sweating.
I love
I'm
this.
hot.
I
I'm
love
so
this.
hot.
I love this.
But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for listening, and we'll catch you again soon.